Truth. Learning outcome. I am aware of the importance of acting truthfully and honestly. I can recognize how my behavior affects others. Truth. Keywords. Coupled, delicious, enormous, grand, persuasion, stealing, tasty, trespassing. Imagine. Imagine you are in a park on a lovely summer day. The sun is shining and you feel happy. A ball comes through the air and lands under a bush close by you. It is similar, but not the same ball which you lost last week. Then a girl runs over and asks if you have seen a ball anywhere. Will you keep the ball or will you tell the truth, be honest, and give it back? You point to the bush. You both run to the bush and you find the ball and give it to her. She is happy. You are happy that you told the truth and were honest. Storytelling. Listen to the story. The Mangoes by Kanakalata. The Mangoes. Harun and Kieran were classmates and were very good friends. They both lived next door to each other in a small town in India. Money was a little short in Harun's family because his father had been out of work for a couple of months and his mother only worked part-time. It was a hot summer day and both boys were walking home from school. They had got bored with always walking down the same roads and seeing the same houses and trees. Let's do something different, Aaron. Why don't we try walking home that way? Said Kieran, pointing in the other direction. Okay, the houses look so big and grand over there. Let's go. So off they went. And what a difference it made to go home this way. They soon passed an enormous mansion, bigger and better than any of the other houses they had passed so far. It has it had the most beautiful garden they had ever seen. So many different trees and plants, with a spectacular fountain. They marveled at the delicious fruit which grew there, and soon Kieran's eye found the mango trees. Oh, look at those mangoes. They look so juicy and ripe. Shall we go into the garden to have a better look? Arun did not think this was a good idea. After all, the garden belonged to someone else, and he did not feel right about going in. After some persuasion, he gave in, and both boys climbed the fence and went over the mango trees. Arun, look at these mangoes on the ground. They look so tasty. I don't think anyone's going to notice if I take a few. Kieran, don't. They don't belong to us. We shouldn't even be here. We're trespassing on someone else's property. Come on, let's go now, please. I only want to take a couple. But that's stealing, Kieran. The mangoes belong to the owner of the house. If I take them, then I'll be a thief, and that's something I don't want to be. It's wrong. Now, let's go before we get caught. But the temptation was too great for Kieran. He ran and scooped up some of the mangoes which lay on the ground. As they turned to go, a tall figure loomed over them. It was the gardener. Come on, Arun, let's go out of here. Run! Kieran's heart was pounding. He was so scared. He knew what he had done was wrong, so he dropped the mangoes and quickly ran and hid behind some bushes. Aaron stayed calm, although he was frightened. He plucked up the courage to ask the gardener if he could see the owner of the house. Kiri watched from the bushes as the owner came outside to talk to Aaron. Aaron explained how his father had lost his job and could only afford the most basic of things for his family. He spoke of how juicy and ripe the mangoes looked and asked for his permission to take a couple home to his parents. The owner smiled. He was very pleased with Aaron's honesty and boldness and asked the gardener to give him a handful of mangoes to share with his family and Kieran. He also offered him a job watering the plants in his garden for a little pocket money and said that he could take fallen mangoes whenever he wished. Aaron and Kieran went home happily. They laughed about their little adventure, and Kieran realized just how much more Aaron had gained by being honest, bold, and truthful. They ran all the way home. Oh, they couldn't wait to tuck into their delicious mangoes. Questions about the story. What name would you give to this story? What did Aaron do to get a mango? How would the boys' behavior have affected the rich man if they had not been caught? In what way was the rich man kind and understanding? What rewards did Aaron get for telling the truth? Which of the boys gained the most? How did you feel when you heard the story? Did it remind you of anything in your own life?